Welcome back, MTG Joe here, back with another kind of brew tweak to existing. So I ran into this deck yesterday, I was playing against someone, and it was pretty sweet. I tried to recall as many cards as possible, so it's probably not a like for like port. The closest I could probably say this is to Kavartex from the MCQ's black-green Rotting Regisaur Henge deck. So in essence, what we're trying to do is get out the Great Henge as quick as possible, and then cycle through our deck with a bunch of cheap creatures, as well as Edgewall Innkeeper with some adventure cards like Murderous Rider and Lovestruck Beast. What was kind of unique about this deck and that caught my eye was the inclusion of Deathless Knight and Kiora. So basically, Deathless Knight is a 4 mana, 4/2 haste, and then when it's in your graveyard, for the first time you gain life each turn, you can return Deathless Knight from your graveyard to your hand. So effectively what the opponent was doing every turn is once they had the Great Henge out, they sacked the Deathless Knight, it went into the graveyard, and then they basically used the Cat Oven combo to bring it back, or use the Great Henge to bring it back. And with the Great Henge, you gain 2 life, it comes back to hand. So every single turn they were able to recast the Deathless Knight. And every single turn it came back as a 5/3 with haste, and it also drew him a card. And then pair that with Kiora, which serves as ramp, as well as whenever a creature power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, you draw a card. So opponent was going wild, drawing cards. It was a sweet matchup. I was playing against them with my Bant Blink deck that we played yesterday on stream. Thankfully stole their Great Henge, which kind of slowed them down, and I was able to build a critical mass. But it seems like a pretty sweet deck. I'm going to try it out. I have some Questing Beasts in here as well. Obviously Lovestruck, Murderous Rider, Rotting Regisaur. The downside's not really that notable here, and then Paradise Druid is just ramp. May want to tweak the numbers a bit. I might just end up cutting the Questing Beast, go up 4 Deathless Knight, 2 Kiora, depending on how it feels. I think in this deck we do want 3 Great Henge, just because we always want to consistently hit it. And then the rest of the deck is pretty straightforward. 8 duels and 2 castles, just to draw us cards that way. Mana base wise, should be fine. Might end up going up, let's go 1 Fabled Passage. Or 2 Fabled Passage, cut 2 forests. Let's try it like that. And then sideboard wise, pretty straightforward. Some Duress, control, Noxious Grasp, green and white, Assassin's Trophy, catch-all removal, 2 Spyglass versus anything with activated abilities, even just Cat Oven works well. 3 Ritual of Soots. A lot of our good threats are in the 4-drop slot, and honestly I don't care if these die because we just draw a bunch of cards, and we can close out with this. So against kind of the aggro decks, we can take them out that way. And then 3 Casualties of War versus the big mana decks, it's ways for us to catch up. So we'll try it out. Might need to tweak some stuff, but it seemed like something that was a slightly unique take on existing archetype. For those who were also watching yesterday's stream, if you haven't caught, we did a 2-hour stream on Bant Blink. I tweaked up the deck. I was playing it a lot offline after, got rid of the Vannifar and stuff, tweaked up some of the numbers, added like Dream Eater for the Reneoform chain. Felt a lot better. I was playing in ranked yesterday. Lost some close ones, but overall it was pretty sweet. So if you're interested in the comments, let me know and I could post the updated deck list. So let's play some Deathless Henge. We'll play some best of 3 first, then we can play some best of 1. If it turns out to be a pile, then we'll just play unranked. But I lost a lot of close ones yesterday, so it's kind of discouraging in terms of the rank. I feel like I can go a day or two playing well, and then we just kind of lose some easy ones. Yeah, I mean, this is what we want. Rotting Regisaur into Henge is the line, so worst case Deathless Knight kind of lowers it. This will bait out removal if they have it. Maybe a flash deck. Feel like Ramp's a better matchup for us. Flash will be something that's difficult for us to deal with. Yeah, so it's ramp. When you see Garen Bridge, it's ramp. Alright. Here's my 7/6. Interesting that they're playing Incubation Druid. You've seen a lot of decks move away from it. Yorvo. Here, so this is 2 mana, this makes 2 mana, so let's get rid of Temple of Malady. Deathless Knight comes down. Now we're really just trying to draw into the engine of Cat Oven. Or even just Witch's Oven would work. That actually works out well for us if they want to trade here. If not, they're taking 12. Just need some creatures, really. Looks like Simic Stompy. So it might just be counter spells out of the side. No blocks here. If they're attacking for 3 but we're gaining 2 per turn, it works out well for us. Let's get rid of Tomb. Okay, second Rotting is nice. So I'm just going to go face. They might just block like this. But they're dead anyway, so they got a double block. It's a fine trade. So I'm going to fetch now just because I don't want any more lands in our... Well, not any more lands, but fewer lands. Actually, that was a slight misplay. We were hoping to keep this up in case this died, but pretty nice chain. We discard the land and we could punch through for a bit more. If they have Hydrate Crisis, it's a little loose. Okay, Barkhide Troll. It could be what the blue's for. They could have Hydrate Crisis, makes sense. We do have some nice blockers here. Opponent's also just dead to Oven. Okay, so they can also adapt the Incubation Druid, so it's something to be mindful of. Show me an oven. Got you. I will take that. Alright, good start for the deck. So this is a matchup where Noxious Grasp's good, Casualties good, and probably... Do we want Spyglass? Maybe true. No, we could play some rituals. So coming out, Edgewall's kind of lackluster, so maybe we cut it in this matchup. Because we're going to be playing more control. Questing Beast gets outclassed. Cut the Edgewalls. Lovestruck's fine. Ritual's fine. Kiora's probably just gonna die. So we can cut a Kiora. Did I bring in the Assassin's Trophy? Maybe just shave down a Henge. Like, Henge is great, but they probably bring in like Brontodon or ways to deal with the Henge, so reducing the numbers there is good. It's a bit slower of a hand, but we got, like, this is the engine right here. We did cut 4 of our 1-drops in this matchup. I think just hitting line drops is probably good enough this game. I'm going to fetch a Swamp next turn so I can hold up Murderous Rider. Let's just do this now, save time. 26. Okay, so we didn't use too much clock either. In case they have a counter spell. What's the likelihood of a counter spell here? That's fine. If they have a counter, we still have Deathless Knight to follow up with. That's cool. They may be missing a land as well. Okay, so you're 4 power, so that makes it 5 mana. So we're open to if we draw a land. Gonna hold it back. They probably trade here just because they're behind on a land drop. Okay, so they have 2 Brontodons. It's a little scary, actually. No blocks here. Okay, so we drew the land. I could take them off 1. But they sack this. Takes them off the mana this turn, so they have to use it. Okay, no blocks. Because this way we can block, sack it in response, use this to bring it back to hand. Play it out that way. Let's do that. Kind of just want to casualties them, take them off this Brontodon, and then take them off a land as well. Oh, shit, we could have popped this. We had 2 mana floating. I should have done that. Okay, so it's a tap land here. Cat's actually not bad in this matchup because we already have Oven out. it's fine. They probably don't pop the Brontodon. We only have 2 Henge right now. So we do have to be... Okay, this looks like more of an adapt style deck, which is interesting. This can also adapt. And when it adapts, so each creature you control has trample. No blocks. So not full value, but it protects our thing, and we'll take them off a breeding pool. This takes them off adapting this as well. So it's fine, because we'll take another hit for 7 here. And then we can start getting Henge going. The trample's a little relevant. Okay, second oven's also nice. See what we draw first. Okay, so we got Roddy for next turn. I think whenever it enters the battlefield, so that'll draw us another card as well. Yeah, that's fine. We can still get it back. Because I can block here and then gain some life anyways. And then Regisaur will come down and deal with the rest of their board. We have enough to play both these out next turn. Or even this as a defensive threat. Evolution Sage. So I'm going to block here. Actually. So it's blocked like this. I have the food token so I can get back the cat. This also takes trample off them. And this draws us a card. And gets us back the knight. And now we kind of get a whole bunch of value here. I'm going to try it with the opponent's deck. Looks sweet too. Yeah, another oven should sure it up. This is drain 3, draw 3 cards each turn. Okay, so I think we wait to see if we draw more lands. Let's go Deathless Knight. Roddy too hottie. We also have a Noxious Grasp. So I can Paradise Druid. I could Oven. I can hold up the Grasp. I think we just go... Because they're still off of mana. They can proliferate again, but I don't really care about the proliferate. Okay, another cat's nice. Second Sage doesn't do too much. We also draw a bunch of cards here. Drain him for some life, take him out. So the casualties help that turn. Man, this engine's actually ridiculous. How many cards we've drawn? So resolve, let's discard the Temple of Malady. So let's go Deathless Knight here. Noxious Grasp here. Noxious Grasp again, play Cat. Just try to take him out that way. Oh, okay, yeah. They're pretty much dead anyways. Alright. Looking sweet for the deck so far. Opponent beat us down pretty good game one, but got him back. Just going to give Arena a quick reset, and we'll fire up another game. Ran it too hard yesterday for like the 2-hour stream, so towards the end the computer crapped out. Let's run it for one more ranked queue. See how we do that way. Alrighty. Opponent goes first. We're on the draw. But we don't really have a payoff here. Let's try it. This is Jund Sacrifice. Okay, Regisaur is nice. They probably safer this way. Just to have a threat out. Okay, so they have Devil. Not having an answer is a little scary. So I think what I'm actually going to do this turn is Temple of Malady. Just try to find a henge. Adventure this. So obviously they have a sack. Yeah, because they can use Goose to sack this and it takes out our Edgewall. So the Oven plan probably won't be the best here, and main board because we don't have a huge amount of removal. Also not great. And they drew into their Murderous Rider. And they have their Black Source. Yeah. Hell of a draw by the opponent. Because now we got a shock here. To play out the Lovestruck, only to have it struck down. So they do that there. Hit us for 3. I go probably Regisaur. Let's see what we get. Just play out the Regisaur. It's the biggest thing right now, so obviously if they have Corvold, we're probably dead. Second Devil's off is also pretty gross. Just let them sack, so they have 2 triggers there. So I take 3 here. They get the sack from here. That's a damage. And they get the sack from that. It's only 5. Unless I'm missing something. Oh shit, it's double. It's fine. I still think taking a devil off is probably proper. This is a Ritual of Soot matchup. And then they get to draw a card. This one triggers. It's probably still a fair trade. They put in a lot of resources, or at least damage. Are they kidding me? We take a damage, but we can gain some off the food. So we make a food, tap the food, draw a card. Murderous Rider down. This match has been rough, and they got Massacre Girl. So we've shown pretty much as an adventure deck. Interesting. They didn't Murderous Rider there. We're dead regardless. You know, I'm just going to concede. I don't want to show them any more of the deck. We're not coming back from this. The fact they can just control and we can't get the Henge out. So this matchup here, I do like rituals. I like the casualties. I think I'm just going to move into like a control style deck. I think we just get rid of the 1-drops. Like, Cat Oven feels bad here. If they're pinging us. Run it like that. Still have these for the fringe in case we get the card draw. It also kind of fixes our curve so we can deal with these. Noxious Grasp I don't think we need. I think we're good. Guess we keep... Put a Roddy down. Man, what a difference from game 1. Or like the first match. It's actually better they're using their Fabled Passage now. It gets more value late game. I can Lovestruck both sides next turn. Oh. So right now it's a 7. That would make it 4 mana, so I can cast it either way. Because I just don't want to discard right now. No Murderous Rider. They have Murderous Rider, of course. Because I missed a land drop, I'm going to hold off on tapping the Paradise Druid. I want to have this land available. Because we don't have second green here. And I'm probably going to have to discard the Spyglass. Discard the Murderous Rider. No, I think it's Spyglass. So scry here. I don't think we want Ritual. We want more creatures to chain. And then whatever kind of creature they put out, I can Murderous Rider it. They can tap down the Oven. Because we're going to have to discard it anyways. Getting a Mayhem Devil off the table is worth it. So probably want another Swamp since we have the Great Henge. So if I do this, 1, 2, 3, I have 3 mana left. Hey Quantum, how's it going? Let's see what we draw. Okay, just a land. Cool, got him that game. So I imagine they bring in Casualties this game. So with Casualties in, do we want the Duresses? I think we want the Duresses. They didn't see the Henge game one, and they also saw us with Spyglass, so I think those are both relevant in this case. So now we just kind of shift up and we're like a rock control deck. Match 1, we went kind of wild, drew a bunch of cards against Simic Stompy. It's slow, but sure. Yeah, so it was like kind of traditional Stompy with like Yorvo and stuff, but then it had Zagana to give all the things with 1/1 counters trample. Let's see what the opponent's got. Beanstalk, Beanstalk. Well, they're ramping. It was kind of cool, but we got like Great Henge out, both games out on like turn 4. And then we just cycled through our deck. Okay. Opponent's hand isn't like explosive. They drew Lovestruck. Let's just do this. I really don't want to discard from my hand, so this thought gives us a blocker, so I can go Questing Beast. Can also just Murderous Rider, which I may. Yeah. Like, they probably dropped the Mayhem Devil. This plays us into Ritual. Because I'll probably need the Murderous Rider for these guys. Yeah, Great Henge is awesome. As soon as Oko left, play it in as many decks as I can. Okay, they just go Giant. So I'm at 5 mana. So I can go Questing Beast. I can go... Let's just go Questing Beast. Because I draw Casualties of War next turn, I can do that as well. Let's take the block here. Okay, so another Murderous Rider. Really just wanted to draw a land. Because we haven't been able to double spell, which has hurt. Play something else out. Again, like, do I want the land? Probably, so I can follow it up with Casualties. Puts us to 4, but they're out of cards in hand. I think we kind of just try to go for a Henge here. Gonna go Murderous Rider because they're less likely to have removal for this as they would this with Noxious Grasp. This is also lifelink, so it can help there. So here ideally they draw a creature. Okay, so we got Henge. That was a great draw. That gains us some life, draws us a card. This plays around even Casualties of War. We at least got some life out of it. Ah, they have Brontodon. They're hitting a lot of lands, so we're going to take them off probably this turn. See if they pop the Brontodon now. It's very interesting. Do I hold on to this? Try to get more value? And then just take them off. Red source. They do get a block sack here. Man, Brontodon was a great draw. Can't do anything with Duress. And they get Lovestruck. Lovestruck can double block here. That's just more lands. We want to get more value than a 6 mana destroy one of our opponent's like 20 lands. That might be Noxious Grasp if they're hovering over Lovestruck. Okay, so Casualties. It's actually pretty solid. Because even if they kill this, we can get it back with the lifelink. Masker Girl's pretty gross here. Okay, so we got this one. Casualties. If I casualties, 1, 3, 8, 12. If I attack, they block. That's 7. So yeah. Casualties for the win. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Grinded that one out. Actually against Jun, that's pretty sweet. That first game we got our ass kicked. Cool. Alright. My daily's a blue-red, so I'm just going to do a play game. What janky deck do I have? Historic's only ranked right now. Or you know what? Let's brew up really quick. I want to do the Elemental. It was my old deck. Mirror March Elemental. Elemental. So it's Risen Reefs. Cavalier mills us out. It's 3 Omnaths, a couple of U's, some of U's, U. I gotta watch out because you can draw out our deck. Where's Red Cavalier? One of you. And then Neoform. Oh no, wait. There's also the other elemental. What's it? Elemental. Mental. Thunderkin Awakener. So basically you try to ramp out, play this out, get a bunch of Omnaths. Go like that. Paradise Druid. Da 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 da. Then lines. Use. You. And yeah. Mirror elementals. Do it like that. Run a fun one of this quick. Try to break arena again. I think it's like 7 Omnaths in one turn was my record. They all enter the battlefield, all see each other. With the smaller guy, you get with the Lord. If you get multiples, they all power each other up. So you have to watch out for Blue Cavalier, Green Cavalier, because they'll mill yourselves out. Red Cavalier is a maybe, so you don't have to worry about it. We're going to ramp into Mirror March, is the game plan. So we should be able to turn 4 Mirror March. Paradise Druid, then to 2 Paradise Druids into Mirror March. This is maybe what we were playing, maybe more night. This is the Knight's version. Gonna keep the elementals in case we draw Risen Reef. Leafkin also gets haste, so they all can tap the turn they come down. Okay. So we can try to go Trailblazer. Lord up the team. But I think we just go Cloudkin first. Okay, this is probably Clover Knights. So they can kill us out of nowhere. No! Who plays Assassin's Trophy? We don't have any elementals in the yard yet, so let's just do this. We were gonna go like wild. So I'm gonna trade these off because Thunderkin, when it comes in and attacks, it can bring back these Cloudkin Seers to draw us more cards. With the creeping Trailblazer, it can also get 2 toughness stuff. That's a tad frightening. So let's get these off the table. Let's do it this turn when they can't give it the trample, so we at least save the 5 damage. So these get back Cloudkin, get back Cloudkin. Drawing into lands is not exactly what we wanted. This also could pump itself based on the number of elementals we have. So opponent could just die next turn. I wanted that Mirror March. Turn 4 is like one of the faster draws for the deck. It's cool, you could have lands. Just without Risen Reef down too. So next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 2 pumps from the Paradise Druid into this. So it can get pretty chunky. Yeah, opponent is dead. 4 on the ground plus this. Okay, well, it's not good, but it'll get us to our daily, and that's what's important. Run one more and then wrap up the stream. Haven't had dinner yet. Like the rock decks, the green-black decks, they're fun. They do take a bit of time playing through. Yeah, we'll keep this. Feel like if you have Risen Reef, you gotta keep it. This deck also just gets trumped by like Fire's decks with Clarion. When all your things are under 3 power. That's actually very good with Risen Reef, so even if it dies. This might be Turbo Phoenix. Yeah, when they hit. Okay, so they do have the Drown Secrets. So if I draw, I can play a second. So just in case I draw a land here, if I get an untapped land, then I can Neoform. Okay, untapped land. Sweet. Oh no, but it's a red, so we can't. No Neoform this turn. Ooh. We're gonna Risen Reef with that out. I'll attack with Paradise only because with Risen Reef we can, or like we have 6 mana for Mirror March, and we have to be fairly aggressive against this deck. They haven't hit Phoenix yet in the yard. They're at 1 spell. 6 cards. They get Narky. Chill. Second Narcomoeba. So they got blockers down, but like Cloudkin will do a good job of blocking on the back end as well. And they go Radical. Although outside of Phoenixes, they've had good flips. I played this deck a bit off stream. You lose to yourself more than you lose to anyone else. Okay. Let's go. We could also Cavalier of Flames, but I'm going to set up a Risen Reef turn. See what they mission briefing here. Could be unsummon. No, just Discovery. Stigm. Okay, so they got 1 Phoenix. That's fine because we can block it with the Cloudkin. How many cards has opponent gone through? Most of their deck, so bodes pretty well for us. That's fine. Alright. How many Risen Reefs? Whoa. Yeah, it's fine. Put more lines into play. Boo. So enters tapped. Enters tapped. Yes, please. Okay, so I have 4 mana, so I can Omnath, I could Thunderkin Awakener, I can Neoform for another Risen Reef. We came to Omnath. How much damage can I do? Each Omnath is 5 points of damage. Boo. Oh, I forgot. That one wasn't a token. Unlucky flips. And we're probably dead now. They have at least 1 Phoenix in the yard. 2 Phoenix in the yard. So they have 7 damage on us. Nine damage. It's 4 more cards. Oh, they got us anyways. Creeping Chill kills us. Exacxes. One more Omnath. One more Omnath. Would have done a bunch. Cavalier Flames might have also done, but we didn't win the flips. Alright, I'm going to wrap this one up. If you did like this deck, you want to see a full video, I can do that as well. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. We'll be back with another one shortly. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.